Hey, I just wanted to make a quick video on Accountable Commentary's channel getting struck down. Typical BS from YouTube. Like I said, I have my suspicions that they have got a lot of white supremacists working behind the scenes because I just notice so much alt-right content is popping up unhindered. Cynthia G seems free to say whatever she wants to say. She's not even really backing down from the abort black male fetuses argument. She's just kind of dog whistling it now rather than saying it explicitly. And she's free to run. Not seeing a lot of issues there. But there is something about this channel that a lot of people find scary. And it's because it's a no BS channel. He's not giving bad faith actors an avenue to infiltrate his community. And the biggest reason that I think he's targeted is because they have a plan for Pookie. Like, white America and Keisha, they like Pookie because Pookie can be controlled. He's always one phone call away from going to jail or one gunshot away from being killed. But what I think they're really afraid of with Accountable Commentary is he speaks exclusively for working class black men with resources, who are intelligent and who are productive and have a little more economic say in their future. And the old way that they used to deal with people like us is they would just wait till we got with Keisha. And then once we got with Keisha, they just let time do the rest, because eventually we'd go down the having kids route. She'd divorce us, put us on child support and alimony, and then suddenly we're out the game. That's all they got to do to get you out of the game. But now that our demographic specifically is starting to wake up and that's no longer an option, now I think they're very afraid. Because you see, when a bunch of black men who are intelligent get together and they have resources, we just might build a solution that works. And they really don't want that. And that goes back to this debate that Accountable Commentary talked about today, and I agree with everything he said. Debates are a waste of time, and this debate was pretty bad. But Accountable Commentary is right. Brad is not your friend. Brad wants to see you lose too. You know, this guy's talking about religion like you're just going to show up with the Bible and Keisha's going to listen to you. Brad can barely get Becky to listen to him. So what is he talking about? Brad just wants you to go back to the plantation, marry a black woman, and just wait like always so you can get caught in one of the usual traps. Child support and alimony. You've got no fault divorce, so she can leave whenever. And when you go to the court system, a Brad just like him will say, oh, you should have been a better man. That's why your relationship failed, whether it was your fault or not. Or it's going to go the DV route. When Keisha gets tired of listening, she'll just hit you and then pick up the phone and tell the cops you hit her. Then police officer Brad will show up and arrest you on sight. Now you've got DV charges. They work together. Brads have a vested interest in keeping the dynamic of you and Keisha together. Brad doesn't want you to take your resources and move to his neighborhood, because then he has to compete with you in the sexual marketplace. That's all it's about. And let me tell you one thing about these Bible Brads out there. A lot of Bible Brads really do not believe in the Bible. They use the Bible as a prop to push their initiatives. They've been doing that since the beginning of the slave trade and colonization. Since the first Brad stepped on the shore of a majority people of color country, he had a Bible in his hand and an agenda in his mind for what he wanted to do with the land and the resources. And then he simply claims the Bible supports his initiatives. Meanwhile, Brad won't even acknowledge what the people in the book even looked like. He does the whole, we don't know, we don't know, nobody does. They say in the damn book that they're black, bro. But see, what Bible Brads mean by the religious angle is, why don't you just create societal conventions in your community that force Keisha into submission like Brad does with Becky? But the funny thing is, even if black men wanted to do that, which we don't, as soon as we even tried to implement something like that, Keisha would call Police Officer Brad and he wouldn't support our initiative. He would just arrest us. So there's really no way to win in that scenario, and Brad already knows that. It's just a trap to keep you on the plantation. And for the people at home who were like, oh, they're not all like that, they're not all like that, here's the test. Find me the black woman in this day and age who can just sit back and let black men build and conversate without interjecting or trying to sabotage what we're doing. You realize the reason they're doing that is because they don't trust you. They don't trust you in your leadership. And this channel strike is an example of that, because it definitely came from a black woman. This is no different than the plantation. When we get together and we start talking about how we're going to build, look who always shows up. Until you can find me that exception, I think Accountable Commentary has a point.